Kogi State Governor Yahàya Bello says he will bring solution to Nigeria insecurity by facing security issues frontally if elected President of Nigeria in 2023 general election. The governor made this known at the just concluded second annual GY Bill seminar for Nigeria's political and crime correspondents and editors in Abuja. Kogi State was notorious for insecurity in 2014, and some roads were dreaded in the state because passing through them was risky due to prevalence of high crime rate ranging from kidnapping to armed robbery, terrorism to header host community crises, communal clashes, and political assassinations. However, there is notable improvement in the area of security in the state as crime rate has greatly abated since the coming of the incumbent governor Yahàya Bello. Governor Bello, who officially declared his intention to run for the office of the President of Nigeria on the platform of the All Progressives Congress APC on Saturday, 2nd of April 2022 in Abuja, pledged to end insecurity in the country if elected. He explained that he employed a well-structured intelligence gathering using neighborhood watch, traditional rulers, synergy among security agencies, and trained vigilantes to reduce insecurity in Kogi State to the barest minimum, and vowed to use the same expertise and template to end security challenges in the country. Describing Kogi State as a good example of Nigeria going by the various ethno-religious groups in the state and serving as a link between the north and the south, having boundaries with many states and geopolitical zones of the country, the governor pledged to apply the same structured intelligence gathering as well as naming and shaming sponsors of terrorism to end insurgency in Nigeria. He said if he could make Kogi State, that was notorious for kidnapping, armed robbery, and banditry in 2014 peaceful for all to live in, it will not be difficult for him to repeat that fate in the country.
You recall that Kogi State used to be the literature crime capital of this country. Today, reverse is the case. I faced it frontally. I refused to politicize insecurity.
Responding to questions on whether he had the guts to let the president know the true state of security situation in the country, the governor said that the president was doing his best to curb insecurity in Nigeria.
I ensured that I brought rate of crime from the zenith down to the floor in my state. And Mr. President is assisting me to succeed in that area. Before I came out to the public to say I don't want COVID in Kogi State, I had sat down with Mr. President and have discussed it. Mr. President believed me, but he urged me to go and secure my state. I returned back to Kogi State and prevented COVID-19 and COVID-19 business from coming to Kogi State.
The governor dispelled insinuations that the president was unconcerned about security situation in the country and clarified that the president loved Nigeria very well. He went further to say that it was not proper to discuss security matters in the open and disclose that many dangers had been averted in the closet without the knowledge of the public in order not to cause panic in the society. When asked if he was relaying his approach in addressing insecurity in his state to his fellow governors, Yahàya Bello reiterated that the issue of security could not be discussed in the open, but explained that governors had a platform to interact among themselves. He promised to bridge the gap in multi-ethnic and multi-religious Nigeria society as he was doing in Kogi State as a detribalized Nigerian if elected president in the forthcoming general election.
I didn't choose to be a Muslim. I was born a Muslim. I didn't choose to be an Ibira man. I didn't choose to come from Kogi State or from North Central. That is where I was born. But we want to make sure that the language you speak, the religion you practice, and where you come from does not matter again in our presidency by the special grace of God.
Yahàya Bello also vowed to eliminate wastage in governance and ensure judicious use of the nation's resources. Governor Bello said he had mapped out strategies to pull out 100 million Nigerians from poverty by 2030, in line with the promise of President Muhammadu Buhari, having made over 2,000 persons millionaires in Kogi State.
I'll give you one of the figures of $300 billion that was spent on something. If you divide $300 billion by 20 million, you're going to have $15,000. Multiply that $15,000 by the current exchange rate, you will have over 8 million naira. If we gather 20 million Nigerians and ensure that they have over 8 million naira, and then we revert back to the principle of apprenticeship of Southeast brothers. And after 5 years, they were settled with 500 to 1 million. Give them a minimum of 2 years. You see them multi-millionaires.
The governor spoke of how he had achieved an enviable feat in agriculture in Kogi State with the conference rice, which he described as one of the best in the country, and promised to put mechanism in place to make agriculture attractive to youths in Nigeria. Governor Bello also refuted negative reports about payment of salary to Kogi State workers when asked to speak on the matter, and urged newsmen to do thorough investigations and report appropriately to the society. The seminar afforded the governor the opportunity to correct misleading information about governors in Kogi State, with a charge on journalists to continue to put leaders on their toes and be patriotic in their reportage to birth a new Nigeria. In Benin, Victor Adefemi, Radio Nigeria.